I believe you guys have already heard what happened. The man who had survived body slams, steel chairs, and 40 years of brutal battles in the ring. But it wasn't wrestling that took Hulk Hogan's life. It was something silent, sudden, and far more common than most people realize. 1 minute, you're fine, talking, laughing, maybe even working out. The next, everything stops. No pain, no warning, just silence. We all think we'll see it coming, but we won't. Even people who have the world's resources at their fingertips aren't able to see it coming. So, you and me, we won't. But here's the truth. There are signs, and there are things you can do today to reduce your risk. In this video, we'll explore what really causes sudden cardiac arrest, why it strikes even the strongest among us, and 5 powerful steps you can start today to protect your heart and live longer. Sudden cardiac arrest isn't rare. In fact, it's the leading cause of natural death in the US, according to the Cleveland Clinic. It doesn't care if you're famous, fit, or tough as nails. Hulk Hogan's death is heartbreaking, but it's also a wake-up call for men and women over 45. So, what can we do? We can understand the risks, watch out for the red flags, and most importantly, strengthen our hearts using proven, powerful lifestyle habits. What is sudden cardiac arrest? So let's be clear, sudden cardiac arrest is not the same as a heart attack. A heart attack is a plumbing issue. In simple terms, something blocks blood flow to the heart. But cardiac arrest, it's an electrical storm. Your heart's rhythm short circuits. It stops beating altogether. And when it strikes, blood flow to the brain stops in seconds. Without quick action, like CPR or a defibrillator, it's usually fatal. Who's at risk? And why Hulk Hogan was vulnerable? Hulk Hogan wasn't just a wrestling icon, he was also someone who endured decades of physical trauma, multiple back injuries, knee operations, even cardiac procedures. But like many athletes of his generation, he admitted to using PEDs, known to increase heart risks, especially over time. All of this created the perfect storm: wear and tear, underlying heart damage, and high physiological stress. The warning signs, sometimes they exist. And here's the scary part. Most people who suffer sudden cardiac arrest feel nothing beforehand. But in some cases, there are warning signs. According to the American Heart Association, these can include chest discomfort, shortness of breath, lightheadedness, fainting, and irregular heartbeats. If you or someone you love experiences any of these, don't wait. Get checked. Prevention starts with awareness. 5 practical heart-smart habits, your life-saving daily routine. So how do we build a heart that's resistant, not just to disease, but to sudden collapse? Start with these 5 science-backed steps. Number 1, move daily, but move smart. You don't need to be a bodybuilder. A brisk 30-minute walk 5 times a week reduces heart attack and stroke risk by up to 35%. If you can go up to 9 or 10,000 steps a day, according to the present research, that would be ideal. But emerging research suggests even 7,000 is more than enough. The main takeaway: move. I remember a friend of mine, he needed to buy a nail cutter. What happened was, he was about to go to the market, but then he decided to check on Amazon. And he had next day delivery. So he wondered whether a 10-minute walk to the store or waiting for 1 day to get the nail cutter was better. And finally, he decided on Amazon. So don't be lazy, move. Don't think of it as an inconvenience. It's actually something that might prevent a heart attack or a sudden cardiac arrest, and it might actually save your life. Number 2, eat the Mediterranean way. Prioritize leafy greens, berries, fatty fish like salmon, and healthy fats from olive oils or nuts. This diet has been linked to reduced heart rhythm issues, and you can see my previous videos where we go over many foods and fruits that can actually save your life and prevent diseases and improve your health. Number 3, limit alcohol and ditch tobacco. Even social smoking damages blood vessels, and alcohol, keep it moderate, like 1 drink a day max, or better yet, none. Cut it out from your life and you will be thankful, along with your wallet. Number 4, get screened. Ask your doctor about an EKG, a coronary calcium scan, and regular cholesterol and blood pressure checks. If you have a family history of cardiac issues, don't skip this. And number 5, sleep, de-stress, and rebuild. Chronic stress and poor sleep wreak havoc on your nervous system and heart rhythms. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of restful sleep and try guided breathing or meditation.
A heart attack it's when you have a sudden blockage in one of the blood vessels that supply blood to the heart. And oftentimes people will describe having symptoms of chest pain or shortness of breath. What cardiac arrest really is it's kind of the sudden stopping of the heart electrical activity. The heart stops pumping blood entirely, and so all the organs are no longer getting that critical blood they need to survive and function properly. And often you'll see patients and people just suddenly collapsing. And so heart attacks can lead to sudden cardiac arrest, and they often are the most common cause of cardiac arrest, but cardiac arrest can happen for a lot of other reasons as well. Genetic conditions, sometimes trauma, injury, many other causes for that as well.
The thing about cardiac arrest is it often comes with no warning. That's why it's so lethal. There are underlying factors that might never show symptoms until it's too late. Want to go deeper? Here's how to tailor your routine if you already have some risk factors. High blood pressure? Limit salts and increase potassium-rich foods like spinach and bananas. Do you have diabetes? Monitor carbs and focus on stable blood sugar. Previous surgery or family history? Ask your doctor about cardiac-specific supplements, but only under supervision. Life's busy, but your heart doesn't care about excuses. It just keeps beating or it doesn't. There was a joke where this guy goes to a doctor and asks him, "Doctor, what should I do?" The doctor says, "You have 2 options. Either exercise 1 hour a day or rest 24 hours a day." That was an eye-opener. So don't be one of those who rests 24 hours a day before it's time. So here's how to lock in these habits with minimal disruption. Morning stretches while coffee brews. That's movement. Sunday preparation of grilled salmon and quinoa. That's heart fuel. Walking calls. That's multitasking for longevity. Start small. Start basic. Stack habits over time and make health the path of least resistance. Arnold Schwarzenegger, who's also above 70, has already had 3 heart surgeries as well. Click the card over here to find out what he's done after he had his 3rd surgery and what his doctor advised him and what kinds of greens and diet he is on right now. So finally, sudden cardiac arrest doesn't send a calendar invite, but that doesn't mean we're powerless. Start with just 1 habit from today's video. A walk, 1 better meal, 1 doctor's checkup, a cholesterol test, anything, and your heart will thank you. If you found this helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button and share this with someone who needs it. Let's start taking care of each other. Thank you for your support. And remember, stay strong, stay smart, and take care of the only body you'll ever have. See you in the next one.